Let's talk about cheating. So I've never really done a video like this, without the whole YouTuber intro and stuff like that, but I feel like I need to make something on this topic because it's so prominent in the gaming space as of right now. So, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we have a little something different we're going to talk about today. More of a serious topic, which I tend to speak about on this channel, but I don't speak about it enough to shine some light on, kind of the topic at hand. For those of you who haven't seen, the #2 overall ranked player on Call of Duty Vanguard, which is a game that I myself play more than I would like to admit after Warzone is kind of in the state it's in right now, was caught cheating on his stream when his stream glitched. If you haven't seen the clip, I'll link it below, and he was exposed for using wall hacks. Now, this topic is very, this hits very hard for me because I understand why people are so mad about this. And if you are a gamer and you are an active player of, most of the Call of Duties and Apex and basically every other game right now, one of us has died to cheating. And I think it's unsettling how bad it has become because we are also just used to it at this point. I remember a time when it was like the Modern Warfare era, where the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare COD 4 era, where cheating would be like you had a modded controller or you modded your Xbox or nothing that we've seen now. And I think a lot of what has to do with how that has become the normal now is because gaming has become as competitive as it is. Being a small content creator, very small content creator, I've barely even got my foot in the door. And a lot of people think that being a content creator involves you being the best at a video game, which is true and also untrue. And I lean towards the aspect of it being untrue because I've seen content creators who are not, top 250 in the world get ridiculously high numbers than more of the other current creators. Tim Tatman is a perfect example of this. Tim Tatman is by no means, I love you Tim, by no means one of the best Warzone players in the world. Is he one of the best Warzone content creators in the world? Absolutely. But his numbers stacked against every other content creator's numbers are not, what everybody else would put as best in the world. And I think a lot of that has to do with, people on social media. I get comments all the time of people trying to one-up me. And content creating in a way isn't about one-upping somebody. If you've ever watched Ludwig's video he explains in the video of how there's always somebody who is going to do it better and you need to be better than them. And I fully agree with that. I have no means found the type of content I want to make. I have inspirations like, Pay Money Wubby, Tim the Tatman, Low, all these amazing creators, and I have to figure out where my content sits. But going back to the topic at hand with cheating, is that cheating has become more prominent in gaming because we have this stigma of you need to be the best to be successful. And that is true in a competitive setting. And then, you have the arguments of okay, well, people cheat in battle royales because battle royales technically don't have an esports league. That's very true. And I firmly agree with that. But when it comes to let's just take multiplayer games for for a spin really quick. Multiplayer games are very, very different than battle royales. Multiplayer games are 2 teams, 1 objective. Take Hardpoint, for example, in Vanguard League play. 4v4, each side, everybody's pretty much running the same guns. It matters of your rotations. And I have people commenting on my, my TikTok and my YouTube and stuff like that, of people saying, my favorite comment that I've ever gotten is, why are you shooting people in the back? Because that's how you play submachine gun. When I play submachine gun for my team, my goal is to get behind them and take them out. off the point. If they're smart, they'll turn around. Most of the time, they don't turn around. Shooting somebody in the back is not, you know, something that is very, like, annoying. It's annoying. Like, it's annoying in Warzone. Like, in Vanguard, it's kind of like the normal. Like, I mostly play, you know, AR in Vanguard, and I am looking mostly down a lane for most of the game. And people are like, oh, well, you should be moving. And I'm like, I'm not going to move if my submachine guns are killing people on right and left side. I'm going to watch lane and I'm going to watch behind me. That's the whole point of it. But when it comes to multiplayer games, right, it's more likely for people to cheat in multiplayer games because I still think multiplayer is more competitive than battle royales. And this is why I say this. Valorant is a perfect example of this. Valorant took the gaming world by storm. I'm not a big, you know, Valorant player. I've played it. I've streamed it. I've tried to learn about it. Not my cup of tea. I love CSGO. Valorant, not for me. Like, will I play it in the future? Maybe. I've definitely considered it, but Valorant took the gaming world by storm because not only is the game, you know, it's awesome. Don't get me wrong, the game is fucking fantastic, but there's also the problem in Valorant of it is so competitive. So competitive. You know, when you put a rank system into a video game, it will make the game 5,000 times more competitive. Like, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, in my opinion, was not the most competitive COD ever made because of, you know, the way the game was set up. There was no league play. You're just grinding for stats. And for, you know, a gamer like me, I don't like just grinding for stats. I like grinding for positions, for ranks. One of the reasons why I've only been streaming Vanguard is because I'm tired of grinding Warzone stats. And then when you put stats and ranks into play, people will find ways to one-up somebody. You know, one-upping somebody is not a typically underlooked thing in gaming because that's what you try to do. You try to knock somebody off of that ladder. And when you have these, you know, these massive esports leagues now who have, like, these hundreds of thousands of dollars of prize pools, and you are just not good enough to make it into some league like that, I think anybody would do anything. And that's the biggest problem. Now, the question is, you know, cheating has been going on for a long time, right? There is an Optic documentary, if you guys haven't watched it, you should definitely check it out, called The Process, where Envoy literally admits to keyboarding in his younger career path. And it's an interesting thing because it was almost like it was accepted. Because it shouldn't be accepted, but it is cheating. You know, cheating then versus cheating now is very different. You have things like aimbot, wall hacking, camo unlocks, which I don't really consider cheating. I don't think camo unlocks are cheating. I guess it's cheating to, like, the people who are grinding camos, but, like, that's what we're really worried about. Camos, who gives a shit? Like, people have been hacking camos forever, so who cares, right? You know what I mean? And then, you know, you also have the issue of, you know, stats. People cheat to get to a certain place and then try to grind those stats, and they can't live up to their stats. Lot of players have been caught cheating, and when they are put to the test to see if they are as good as they are, they fail. And at the end of the day, it's almost like, why? Why would we go the extra mile to cheat? And the answer is because everybody wants to be a professional gamer. Who doesn't want to play video games for the rest of their life? I want to play video games for the rest of my life. Am I going to cheat to do it? No. Am I the best FPS player in the world? No. Am I a decent FPS player? I think I'm decent. And, you know, I'm not going to ever be as good as Shroud. I'm never going to be as good as, you know, Tens or, you know, TP or Tim, or I might be as good as Tim, I don't know. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, there are different ways for people to make an impact in the content creation world without just being good. Like, you can be good You can be fantastic. You can be amazing at the game, right? And, you know, you'll build a following doing that. But you can also build a following by, you know, being the Warzone class. As I was saying before my camera stopped, lol. There's other ways to become content creators. And, you know, also be good at a video game. Like, the effort of time has just kind of dissipated. And which is, it's interesting to me that, you know, there are people who don't want to put the time in when there are tools given to them. Like, okay, you can take me, for example. I started playing video games when I was about 13. I got my first Xbox 360 when I was 13. And was I the best? No. My friends were so much better to me. It doesn't mean I didn't love it. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. You know, I can't hit some of the trick shots that people can. You know, my Warzone KD isn't like a 2, 5, or a 3, or a 4. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy it and don't love it. You know, I can make videos on Warzone all day, but one of the biggest reasons I have stopped playing Warzone is because people just cheat. And I don't want to be in that space. One of the biggest reasons I think a lot of content creators have gone to Valorant is because Valorant has the best anti-cheat system in the world. It's almost flawless, which is something that a lot of these, you know, manufacturers need to start thinking about is the future of gaming. Because gaming is now, it's now and it is going to be as big as a professional sport. It is already there. With the prize pools of some tournaments that are, it's ridiculous. And, you know, to kind of like wrap this rant up, because I think this was a video that I needed to make because I feel very strongly about this, is my thing is that for average gamers, like, I don't consider myself an average gamer. I consider myself a little bit above an average gamer because I like to compete in tournaments. I like to play competitive. I get mad when I suck. Like, I'm passionate about it because I do want to be good at it someday. Like, I think I'm above a lot of, you know, players, but I also know that there are a mountain plus of other players who will always be better than me. And that's something that a lot of people need to accept. That there will always be somebody who is better than you. But what you need to do is make sure that you can still make a statement by doing what you do as a person and as a content creator and or a professional player. So, I don't know, man. I think cheating has become a very large problem because it's so much harder to detect. And I think that a lot of publishers need to really, really consider, like, delaying games and, you know, not putting a rank system out until the cheating is at least only 5% of players. I think 5% is a good kind of like gray, 5 to 10%. Like, if like Warzone banned like 90,000 accounts, which is insane to me that many people were cheating, and their, you know, anti-cheat system really hasn't lived up to what it is. And that's really, really hard to, like, kind of grasp because, you know, from somebody who loves I love Warzone. Like, I love Warzone, and I just can't bring myself to play it. It's like one of those things where, like, I think the damage was already done, and we just kind of have to wait. And for, like, the people who keep getting caught, I think the community and the creators who are legit have done a very good job at holding everybody accountable. But we can't hold everybody accountable forever. It's the publishers who need to hold everybody accountable. So, you know, I hope it gets better. I thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate this. This is kind of an intro to what Sunday Coffees are going to be like. Sunday Coffee is a new series that I'm going to be starting on this YouTube channel where I kind of talk about things like this. This I just wanted to kind of push out as a separate video because it's so prominent right now, and I've just been kind of thinking about it, and I really wanted to give my opinion to the gaming community on how cheating is working right now. But if you guys want to see more content like this, leave a like. Also, comment down below. If you guys have other stories of cheaters or you guys have clips of cheating, let me see it. I love that stuff. I would love to react to it on stream. I'm going to try to make a definitive stream schedule very soon, but if you want to know when I'm live, you can check me out on Twitter. I usually post the day that I go live and the time. So usually it's around 7:30 p.m. EST. Days I'm mostly live are Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm sometimes live on Sundays, and if I'm not live on Sundays, I'm usually live on Mondays. But I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys. Thank you guys all for the continued support. And cheaters beware. We hate you, and we're kind of done with you. So leave us the hell alone. Love you guys. See you on the next one.